flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at this Eagle defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball?
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Two plays so far, and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
They drew that up. Looking for a better play coming up on third. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Powell down to throw it. Throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a first play of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Down the right sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A huge play there on the screen pass. 56 yards.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Swift is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. So both sides of the football contributing here early. The defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Extra point splits the offense. It's now a 7-8 lead. kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Second down, Howell back to pass. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Shoves him aside. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Slot man moves right. On second down, Elam. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. In motion right, Olave. On 1st down, Elam. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. First down, and they go with Swift again. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Eagles at 10-1 now on the year. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
In motion right is Watkins. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. You look at this Saints defense, they're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. They'll send Brown in motion right. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 12 yards yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. A little juke. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
2nd down and 4. Swift going to try up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Hey, 73, 73. Nice play.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Howell from the gun.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, they'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lambert. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35. 5 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Powell going to go for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a toss for Swift left side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. It's complete to Brown, right side. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching.
Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. He's into space past the 25. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. DeAndre Swift on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first-half lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Up the middle they go. Elam. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First down, New Orleans.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Lambert. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
His defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's incomplete.
Took a deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Second down. Here's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
From the gun, it's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be caught for the Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Point after, right down. This first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, Parker, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on the way to a lopsided victory.
They'll run the toss to Swift. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They go play action with Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get this off to Swift. They'll go for a gain of 7. And now it's 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hurts. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. From the gun, here's Swift. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Exit 3rd and 4.
The man in motion is Brown. They'll set up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Quez Watkins with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried on. Right now, I'm expecting them back off. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. On first down, Howell. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead grows even larger in the third quarter. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw, Howell. And he'll be hit as he releases it.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at about the 28. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Go Silver, ready? Oh, Silver, ready? Kyle up, ready?
Hurts sets up to throw it. Able to get away. And that is incomplete. Under pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Powell. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. In motion left comes Moss. Powell throwing on third down here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35. But that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack.
There he goes, right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Motion left, Smith. A handoff, Swift running to the left. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Sometimes you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing here, Howell.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And now the third incompletion.
That's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Saints.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Again, it's Johnson.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively, making them able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
The strong running. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, Do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
And they're going to score again. Another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's intact after what they faced in this ballgame.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. First down, Howell to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
On second down now, Elam. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. A gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Here's Howell. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
No touch that. Tiger Hornet. Try left, Yanni. Try left. 63. There. No touch.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On second down, Elam. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 48 yards. Al now to throw it. And now here is another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a quick 6 TD. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Saints...